Improvement to the round rewards. The chance to obtain Rework stickers additionally will be... What? Are you... Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Twa here. This will be a video that I think a lot of people have been highly anticipating, and that is a new content. Let's just get it poppin'. New developer note came out, and we got some stuff to talk about. Through our latest developer note, we have mentioned about further content updates season 2, focusing on specific PvE and PvP contents. We will be constantly working on the improvement and fixes. The content improvements we're about to mention will be the first step in taking toward the objectives we have mentioned previously. Starting off strong. First of all, we're planning to make improvements gradually to contents that have been fallen behind and lost importance due to certain reasons. Nice! Starting off strong, rework of guild rate rewards. I'm ashamed to even show you guys this, but I'm in the #1 EU guild, and we are even diamond ranked when it comes to guild war. We do not like to play this. And that is for one particular reason, and that is because the rewards are pretty ass. We are aware that the rewards you can obtain are very low. Yo, they start off way too strong with this one. At the time and effort that is required to do the current Guild War content. Well, I like this game mode actually. It's like this puzzle you have to solve like every other 3 days. It's awesome. This content, which is played around 10 weeks, has rewards that are not satisfying enough to keep the players motivated. Due to this reason, players lose interest and only a few guilds are playing the Guild War content. He is whoever wrote this, they know what they're talking about. For the upcoming month of February, we will be starting off by reworking the rewards. Additionally, we will continue brainstorming about ways we can improve the system and add more fun factors to the Guild War content to entertain and satisfy our players at the same time. As soon as our content improvements plans are fixed, we will make sure to announce them officially through our community pages. Let me start off by saying this. This is beautiful because deleting content that isn't played right now is one of the most ridiculous things that you could do. This is the better solution. Actually, make sure to provide with more rewards so content will then again be played again, so that the content is relevant. This is the right way. Improvement to the round rewards. The chance to obtain Rework stickers additionally will be... What? Are you... You can get Rework stickers from this? Now, no one is a veteran player. You can never have enough of this. This is sick. As the tiers go higher, the number of attacks increase as well. So that means that if I am diamond right now, I only get 4. If I get master, I get 5 options, which means that I have a chance of 2.5 Rework tickets every single 3 days. That's not bad. Improvement to the season ranking rewards. Awesome. So challenger tier, royal master, and the amount of guild war medals of all tiers will be increased by 2. What? Additionally, a buff which increases the chance of will be applied to servers from the guilds that have plays. So we're getting a server-wide buff. We're looking forward to seeing more players participate for the rewards with value and honor. But we're not done yet. Improvements to the Guild War shop. We will be increasing the efficiency for purchases by lowering the overall prices of the product. Okay, so if you don't have your Hana's unique weapon yet and want to transfer that to another NPC, this might be the right time to do so. Also, I'm already saying save all your guild medals from now on. Reward systems, infinity stones, and random unique gear artifact pieces will be deleted. Beautiful, because nobody probably buys that. If you do, please don't. To give a player a wide variety of choices, a reward such as Techno Magic gear ticket and Rework stickers will be added. Like I said, you can never have enough of this. Nice! More League of Honor and Victory changes. Now, we've already received changes on this. Getting more changes on this? Beautiful. I hope they will do League of Victory some justice, because right now it is still very ass to play. Please look out for the next developer note for more details of what we're preparing for in March. Alright. Improvements to the user convenience. Throughout the first updates in January, we're also planning to improve the convenience for some users. Beautiful expansion of the transcendent space. So basically what it says, normally you get 3. We will make it up to 6. The only problem is how much rubies is this gonna cost. Obtaining team level EXP for dispatch battles. I think this part is really beautiful, especially with the upcoming update today that will need us to have a high team level to then get our pets and line pets up gradually in terms of levels. So this is very good. But now something that is content wise: rework of the Divine Punishment Raid and additional of Divine Punishment runes. This doesn't say legendary runes, ladies and gentlemen. Divine Punishment runes. Are they a whole new set of runes? Do I have to re-gear all my characters once again? Am I never gonna get another attack rune again? Through the second update in February, we're planning extensive rework of the Divine Punishment Raid content. Divine Punishment Raid, a new boss, Solenis. But it kind of looks like World Boss 1, but it's not going to be World Boss 4. So they said something in a different developer note that World Boss 4 will be coming out somewhere in King's Raid 2 as well. But the fact that we are getting an extra raid on top of Apocalypsion, the Solenis Raid will be composed of 2 mid-boss dungeons and a final boss dungeon. As the player defeat each mid-boss. Nice. Domain skills will be activated and the difficulty of the final boss will increase. This is what I wanted actually from the very first time on Apocalypsion, right? Because it only makes sense that if you beat things and structures around it, the mother structure will be mad as hell and the damage will increase. So this is quite good because this gives you an incentive to beat this stuff. Working differently than the Apocalypsion raid, this new raid will have a system in which the level difficulty of the final boss and the amount of rewards will increase every time the mid-bosses are defeated. It sounds great so far. Through the Solenis Raid, you will be able to obtain crafting materials for the new artifact. Two new artifacts. Now, for those of you who are unaware, the Apocalypsion tier that came out and the Dragon Doomstone were artifacts that were absolutely ridiculous in terms of content. So, I am mad curious what this is going to be like. And we got a new scenario dungeon with the story of the Apostles of the Goddess will be added, and you will be able to find out more about the hidden stories of Apocalypsion and Solenis. Oh, are we getting an introduction on Apocalypsion being an actual hero? Through this story, you will find more about the worldview of Goddess and King's Raid and the Constellation Slayer. Yo, if this is a character, I'm gonna build it because the name implies it's badass. These incredible stories will draw you deeper into the whole new side of King's Raid and will allow you to focus more in the Apocalypsion Raid battles. We will continue to reveal stories which are related to different contents within the game. On the new scale, Dominix. What? So for those of you who watch the anime, Dominix is a dude who sits up high in a tower of sages and probably a badass of some sort. And hopefully he will become a character that we could play quite soon. We actually got Mora up in our League of Honor skin. Will this be intertwined into the actual story? Yo, this is looking, out of all the pictures, this one intrigues me the most. Okay, the name implies that this is something that we're looking for. Replayability, ladies and gentlemen. The infinite difficulty level will be added to the Divine Punishment Raid. As the settings become higher, the stats of the boss and the skill gimmicks will increase gradually. Okay, as the name itself, there is no limit. So can we set it like challenge raid? Because that sounds interesting. We are hoping to see players enjoy content by overcoming and challenging their own limits. We are aiming to add the infinite difficulty level system to all contents in the future. Whew, okay, I want to see this being done in your Shackman. And truth be told, the moment you have an infinite difficulty level system, it will allow people to gradually go up and aim higher. Because right now, as a veteran player, I've completed every piece of the game, which means that there's nothing for me to aim for. Therefore, my motivation to progress further becomes a little bit less over time. So the incentive itself is godlike. A karma dungeon. For players who are having a hard time clearing the Divine Punishment Raid, we have prepared a special dungeon called the Karma Dungeon. Through the Karma Dungeon, players will be able to obtain specific element fact, which will be working as a feature that will help to proceed with the Divine Punishment Raid. Okay, now this is beautiful. I'm not sure about the rewards just yet, but I tell newer people, aim to clear Apocalypsion as fast as you possibly can, because you get a unique weapon or unique treasure twice every single week, and to miss out on that opportunity is a thorough waste. We're not done yet. Divine Punishment Runes. The final stage of the rune system, the Divine Punishment Runes, will be added. You'll be able to obtain Divine Punishment Rune crafting materials through some of the existing in-game contents. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily say that you need to play the Divine Punishment Raid, but it says you need to play even more. Or at least that's what I'm getting from it. By collecting these materials, you will be able to craft them? Can I select the things I want for them change? That would be crazy. The stats of the Divine Punishment Rune may vary depending on the materials that have been used during crafting. Okay, so it sounds like there's still an RG factor to it. This item will allow players to enhance the stats and at the same time to achieve a goal of obtaining more power. Okay, PTSD. The PTS public test server is a server that allows players to experience the upcoming updates in advance. Beautiful. You know I will be making content of that. Separate apps will be provided through the Google Play Store. You get team level throughout the PTS. Players will be able to experience battle systems that have been reworked, such as the mana system. Yo, if they would rework the mana system completely, it will change the overall game. And the removal of solo time. It sounds like a game mode, but it says removal of something. That is confusing. We'll be revealing more details about the system through separate posts through our community. As our final word, we'd like to mention that the updates we've mentioned may be shown differently during the actual updates, as the contents above are constantly under test and fix. Please look forward to our next developer note, as we will be back with more details of our developer. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me summarize this for a second, because there's a lot of information and I do think there are a lot of fire things in it. For starters, the infinite challenge system is massive, right? Because as a veteran player, I don't have things to aim for in terms of content to really beat outside of League of Honor, trying to strain myself even further than what I do for 20 tickets a day. But I think on a general basis with a lot of games, we have this chore-like tendency to log in, do our dailies, log back out, having absolutely no challenge. But there is an absolute necessity to do so, because otherwise you will be left out on certain rewards. So there's a compelling factor for you to log in, but a straining factor at that, because you get no dopamine release because there's no challenge at all. Which in a sense turns into an absolute unrewarding process. Now with an infinite challenge system, I think this might be reverted to something absolutely crazy. On top of that, the new Guild War changes are going to be massive. I personally like that game mode a lot, but I know my guildies, they do not. Why? Because the rewards are ridiculously bad. If they would add more rewards to it, I do believe a lot of people will end up playing this and take this more seriously, which in turn turns this whole mode into something beautiful and maybe even a cornerstone of this game. I'm still not sure what the artifacts are going to be like. I am mad curious about this. Either way, let me wrap it up, because I can be yapping about how hype I am all day, but I'm curious, what do you guys think about this developer note? Is this a good step in the right direction, or should they do something completely different? Put it down into the comments, let me know, and if you haven't already, make sure to like and sub. I'll see you guys into the next one.